right, everybody, welcome to the EH Leader Podcast. This episode is a 10-minute conversation with the ministry leader. We've got Jordan Reese on Zoom. Jordan, welcome, man.
It's good to be here. Thanks for letting me on here, Bobby.
Well, I'll let you talk about what you do and your role and where you're at and all that stuff in a second. But this is 10 minutes. I've got a timer right here, 10 minutes on the clock. Are you ready?
It's like a game show. I'm ready.
It is. All right. 3, 2, 1, boom. Jordan, tell me who you are. Where do you serve?
Well, I'm a transplant from Dallas, Texas, but now I'm serving as the Discipleship Pastor at Englewood Baptist Church in Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
All right. Rocky Mount, North Carolina. What's the biggest city that's closest to?
Raleigh.
Okay.
Capital city. Yeah. So we're close to that.
So what do you do at your church?
So I'm the Discipleship Pastor. So that means I kind of provide leadership from birth all the way up for discipleship and so children's ministry, youth ministry, college ministry, adults, all of that.
Yeah.
All come up under this area.
So discipleship in terms of how we disciple families, how we decide, like what you oversee the process from birth to death.
All the way up. All the way up. Yeah.
All the way.
That's right.
Very cool, man. Well, before we get into ministry stuff, tell me about your family. Tell me, some personal stuff.
Yeah, so my wife, Carolyn, and I have been married for 14 years, and we have 3 children, a boy and 2 girls, and as soon as international travel opens up, we'll have a 4th. So we're in the process of adopting right now, and so just things are changing.
That is awesome. So
yeah,
big family. So you're in the middle of leading families with your family. It's a beautiful thing. All right, introvert or extrovert?
I'm a former introvert. Now I'm definitely an extrovert. So I guess ministry's changed that. But yeah, I'm definitely more on the extrovert side now.
Okay. I like that. Enneagram number. What's your Enneagram number?
It's been a while, but I think I'm an 8 and a 1.
An 8
equally.
and a 1. All right.
Yeah, both kind of equally.
That's all we need to talk about Enneagram. So your role as discipleship pastor, what's your favorite part of your role?
Favorite things, definitely getting to play a part in shaping the next generation of parents, kind of showing them and equipping them to lead their kids and their homes toward Jesus.
That's awesome, man. I think we're kindred spirits on that. I love just pouring into parents and learning new things and doing that as well. It's a big deal. So that's your favorite part. What is your least favorite part of your job without like incriminating anything or throwing yourself under the bus? What's something that you just don't like doing, but you do it to the best of your ability?
Yeah. So there's not really a part I don't like, but if I had to find one, I'd say that in the role I'm in, there's a lot of stuff to juggle. There's a lot of things to have in my mind and on the calendar at the same time. And so I'm trying to learn how to keep all of that organized in my mind, so I know what's going on all over the place all the time. That's been the biggest challenge for me so far, but I do my best to keep up.
we all have growth areas for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, man, we got 6 minutes and 35 seconds left. There's ministry leaders from all over watching this. What is something that you guys do, you do personally, that other ministry leaders need to know about?
One of the things that we do here at Englewood is we have family ministry teams. So we've got a children's pastor and a student pastor and a seniors pastor, and we meet together often as a team. And one of the ways that I'm able to deal with that last thing I said is we work together as a team in everything we do. So everybody kind of knows what everyone's doing, and we all kind of have a voice in all these areas. And it's played a big role in making things happen and helping us to really be more effective in reaching families and training them to reach the next generation. So we work as a team, if I had to summarize it.
That's awesome. And, most people would like to say, oh, we work as a team, but I know there's churches and there's organizations that you get on an island and you're working by yourself. It takes a lot of work to drive working together and collaborating and doing those things. Who's kind of on staff? There's got to be someone or group or a few that are the glue to keep that going. Who kind of does that for you guys? Is that you?
Yeah, so that's kind of the role that I have as the discipleship pastor is we've just kind of developed a new mission and vision for our church, and it's sort of my role to kind of maintain that direction among all the different age graded areas. And so that's why we meet together often, is just to keep the focus. And that's kind of the purpose of a lot of our time together is are the things we're doing pointing us toward where we want to go as a church.
Man, that's so for me, as a guy who hates meetings that can be emails, how often do you guys meet that to kind of make sure you're not just meeting to meet? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How often do you all meet?
We meet as an entire pastoral staff once every 2 weeks. And then on the opposite of those two, we meet as a family ministry team. So me and my team meet every 2 weeks. That's regularly.
Awesome.
Yeah. And we don't meet if we don't need to, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So I like that. I like the every 2 weeks kind of rotating. That's really good. So you guys, I love what you guys are doing there as far as family ministry. The purpose of Empowered Homes is connecting church and home. So what are you guys doing intentionally to connect church and home?
One of the phrases that we've borrowed from you guys that we use all the time is trying to show parents that they're the A team and we're the B team. I've heard you say that so many times on the podcast in different ways, just talking to you, but we're trying to get that across to parents. You are the primary faith trainer in your home, and we're number two. We're here to help you. And so that's what we're doing to try to connect church and home. We're trying to get people to leave equipped and not leave being finished for the week. So that's kind of the goal.
I love that. And sometimes we say that, I've said it sometimes, and it kind of comes across as like, well, as a ministry leader, what's my job? That's where we kind of get into this tension. But if we're doing our job well, we're equipping parents to lead at home. And it's not like we're saying, hey, mom and dad, go figure it out. Like, we're coming alongside you, kind of behind your back, handing you resources, giving you tips, giving you these things so that you can win at home. And I don't care if your kids ever know we did any of that for you. You get the win,
That's it. Yeah, exactly right. A lot of parents have heard that for years, but don't know how to do it. So we try to put tools in their hands and try to make it practical for them so they can actually take steps to make disciples in their home. So,
man, I love that. That's so good. And it's important, especially if you're going to reach the family, you got to go after the heart of the parents. And that's huge. So with you and what you have going on, what is something you're looking forward to this year in ministry?
I think kind of along with every other church in America, we're just glad to be doing something together again. We were a little bit behind you guys. You're in Texas, we're in North Carolina, so we were a little bit behind on that. But just moving forward with our new direction that we're really taking, really focusing on homes. Seeing that come to fruition is something that I'm excited about this year. Can't wait to see things happen.
Man, that's awesome. We got about a minute and a half left. This is a big question. I love this question. What's the greatest advice you were given as a young ministry leader that you still hold on to today?
Oh, yeah. A pastor that I used to serve with always made a big point that ministry is about people and not processes or calendars or to-do lists or most of the ministry happens not in an office or behind a computer at a desk, but with the people. And so taking sort of some of the practical things we're wanting to do as a church and putting them into real life and just trying to maintain the focus that this is about people. This is about serving the Lord by serving his people.
Man, that's huge. And I've heard it, it's about people, not programs. And last year, I mean, we lost all of our programs. We lost
Yeah.
children's ministry, student ministry. We lost everything. I mean, we couldn't even meet. And
Yeah.
we still did ministry, because it's about the people.
People are still there.
Yeah, people are still there, and people are people, and so you still have to, it's not always easy working with people, but keeping that in mind as the focus of why you're doing what you're doing. Always like to tell people, doing all the cool and flashy stuff, it's going to run out someday, and so people are going to still be around. People are still going to be needed. Hey, that's 10 minutes.
Oh, time's up. We did it.
Time is up. Man, Jordan, I'm so thankful for what you're doing there and just thankful for your ministry. If someone wants to kind of connect and learn more about what you're doing, what's your email?
My email is jordan@englewoodbaptist.com. So that's basically our website with my name in front of it.
Nice. All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your time today. Thanks for 10 minutes. Those of you watching, get more from Jordan, email him, or if you would like to be interviewed for this podcast, I'd love to interview ministry leaders from all over. Jordan's just one. I mean, we're everywhere. And so if you'd like to be on the podcast, I'd love for you guys to reach out. You can email us at podcast@empoweredhomes.org, and you can find a ton of great leadership resources for you at empoweredhomes.org/leaders. Jordan, thanks, man. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Bobby.